just woken up. It's camp today. Heading back in for the Fallow week. And I'm making my morning mate, which is my tradition. I like to have it 3 or 4 times a week. It's a bit of green tea, Argentinian style, and it looks quite cool, so I enjoy it once in a while. It's a bit of a procedure, but basically in here I've got green tea herbs, and what I do with this is effectively build a wall. Make sure that the herbs set a little bit so it's not as runny. It's hard to explain, but basically pour on one side, and as you can see there, you leave this side dry just so it lasts longer. The main reason I drink it is because back in the day when I was younger, I used to have bad snacking habits. I'm still working on it today in terms of getting home from training and probably snacking on too much unhealthy foods. And also my portion management isn't the best as well. So yeah, there's a couple of reasons. Firstly, it's that, I guess, for diet. Secondly, Messi drinks it, which is pretty cool. And thirdly, my 3 Argentinian teammates all drink it. Martin Landajo, Santiago Garcia Bota and Rodrigo Isguro. And it's quite nice socially when we go on long bus trips to away games. I guess to chat, stay off our phones and connect on a deeper level, which is important in a team sport like rugby. Interesting fun fact, my auntie actually has got her own record and she's on there. My auntie Anna. The band's called Gollum.
Would you say that record's quite precious?
Yeah, it's precious. It just sits at the front. It sits right at the front of the collection.
I think you didn't get the joke.
No. I like Prince. Do you like Prince? I like Prince. This is a banger. When I was younger, I had a mindset where it was probably one size fits all. I read a few autobiographies where sports people were just out and out discipline, and of course I'm diligent with my prep, my recovery, my nutrition. I train hard, but for me, switching off the mind is important to save that emotional energy for the field. I'm quite an emotional guy, I'm quite an emotional player, and therefore the mind is so powerful in that. And I've learned to realise that it's a skill, it's a proper skill to be able to fully commit to rugby and meetings and seeing opportunities and solving problems, and then the minute you're at home, I guess switching out of it into the real world, getting outside of the rugby bubble, chatting to my brothers about life that they're living, not just mine, because for me that's important, and I hope they find it interesting as well, talking about their life, because obviously rugby is a big part of the Smith family's life. We probably talk about it a lot. It's also important, I think, to do things that I guess we are a normal family, but other families do, potentially, that aren't playing rugby for their countries.
See the guitar in the background.
Yeah, that's a good spot. I do have a guitar, yeah.
Can you play?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Go on,
No, again, guitar for me, that's my newest guitar. I've got 2 guitars. My mum had a plan when we were young. It's just a completely opposite end of the spectrum from rugby, but she had a plan. Obviously, I've got 2 younger brothers. She wanted us to be the Jonas Brothers, the new Jonas Brothers. So I was the eldest, so I did guitar lessons. My middle brother did drum lessons, and my youngest brother did piano lessons. We all threw our hat in to try and sing, which none of us were any good at. But again, it takes me away from, I guess, my day-to-day current life. This is my only life, but my day-to-day, I guess, habits and behaviours into a world where I don't really spend much time, which again is a good way for me to clear my mind relax, not think too much about what's going on and zone out a bit. Do you know the song? I'm not singing. Oh, got it wrong, but yeah, it's quite relaxing. Hurts my fingers a bit, so my passing's a bit off because of the steel strings, but yeah, it's a nice way to just chill out. So Saturday, I started the game at 15. Steve told me early in the week I'll be playing there. Probably 10% of myself was, I guess, questioning my performance against Ireland, but the more time I thought about it, when I spoke to my family and my loved ones, for me I was just buzzing that I was starting again for my country at home against France, one of the biggest games in the Six Nations, and to have an influence on the result from a different position was one that I was excited for, and I tried to build that excitement through the week. And I was buzzing for Finn as well on his first start. Yeah, he played brilliantly. The game plan and the group and the coach's messaging and the leader's messaging is all pretty aligned at the minute. Obviously there's minor tweaks week in, week out, but we've got, I guess, an identity in which we want to play the game, and we all know that as a team. So the ability for us to swap in and out, like I said, the quality of player in this country is some of the best in the world, and it's one of them. If you're on the field and you know the plan and you show the very best of yourself, I think you're going to add to the team energy and hopefully influence the result for the better.
Winning, it's fun, isn't it? And you boys have come so close, so many occasions recently, and to go and do it, to go and outscore them, as we talked about last week, to keep trying to score tries, you did it wonderfully. There's bits in the game, they were absolutely brilliant. There's bits we'll do better if we had it again. Boys, you kept at it. You're clear aware of is there's guys who played 80 minutes. There's guys who played from the start and came off during the game. There's guys who finished the game. The guys who didn't come on, and there's guys who worked all week to help the team get that performance, but then weren't part of that 23 or weren't part of that 28 who was sat here. The start of every week, everyone starts in a slightly different place, and it's always important to acknowledge that. Now, as we work through these 2.5 days that we are together, is we'll all be at the same place.
Leave that on. Right, leave this on repeat.
Keep this on repeat. Nice one.
Right, let's go!
Thank you so much at What Bike for your creation. They suck.
Yes, Hazy boy. Let's wait till Hazy. Hazy!
Don't, Joel. Archie's spoon.
Ready? 3.
Wait.
2.
On this.
1. Let's go!
Yes, boys!
Go, Chessie! Just right.
Thank you.
Just right.
Yeah, it was hard. Really important. And yes, very well. 3 cheers for Surrey.
Go, boys. I'll be here in 10 seconds. 2.
Yes, lady. Nice roast. Really good. Love it.
So for me, reflecting on my first start at 10 on Saturday, it was a mad game. I was pretty emotional during the anthems and stuff. Yeah, managed to sort of find my feet by the end of the game, and yeah, result aside, I was just happy with the performance, and yeah, it was a pretty special feeling afterwards to get it over the line.
That was one of the great test matches in the Guinness Six Nations since its inception back in the year 2000. It just had everything.
Yeah, me and Marcus are really tight. We speak all the time. Like, I think we see rugby very, very similarly. So I was fairly confident the whole time we were going to be aligned on that. The main thing that he was into me all week about is just let's not go into our shells. I think it's quite easy to say, oh, we're going to do this and that in the week, and then you get out there under the lights and you go a bit small, and you start playing within yourself. So that was his thing to me, just keep being brave, keep trusting yourself. I know he's going to do the same because that's who he is, and I love him for that. But yeah, to be sat in the change room afterwards with him was cool to sort of putting a shift together. Yeah, it was class, and I felt like together we had some nice moments, which was good. And he's one of my best mates in camp, so yeah, I really like that. I suppose Ten's one of the key leaders in the team, so still trying to work on ways that I can lead and get my voice heard with so much experience around me. Guys like Fordy, Elliot Daly, Genge, Marrow, Jamie George, to name a few. I sort of said to myself, what can I be of use to maybe add value to the team, and I back my understanding of the game in terms of the attacking side of things quite well. So speaking about the sort of tactical side of that, but I suppose things that I'm maybe still going to grow into is around sort of the experience of playing in test matches. I haven't done that a great deal, so I leave that over to the other guys a little bit more.
Oh, yeah. Sounds class, mate.
So if you just watch George and Tom Curry here, so 10 or so years ago would have been definitely more of a case if you had to sort of earn your stripes, whereas now, you know, Marrow's really encouraging me to speak up and say my mind and things like that. And I think when you get an environment where anyone from 0 caps to guys with 100 plus caps feel confident speaking up, I think that's when you really get the best out of people, because you know you've got all sides covered and everyone's got a voice, and you know I think when everyone feels empowered to speak and be free, that's when they play their best rugby on the pitch. Yeah, something that we've really pushed since coming into the camp is investing in each other's relationships, and you know, off pitch getting to know each other a lot more, because we're together such a short time and there's so much rugby that maybe you actually didn't know the people you're out there with that much. So that's part of it, and I think as well the game plan we play is very clear, which makes it easy for whoever's slotting in on the day. You know, you've seen this year with Ben Curry coming in and starting a game and doing so well. I think it makes it a lot easier when everyone knows what is required of them, definitely. And the way we defended for each other, like I think you could really tell sort of scrambling back for a few of their potential try scoring opportunities that you know we wanted to actually fight for each other, and there was sort of a deeper purpose than just wanting to win a game of rugby. You know, you want each other's respect and all of that sort of thing. So yeah, I think that's definitely paid its dividends.
So when we're talking about a team, right, and individuals, how does that work? Because you're all in here as individuals. You've all got your own goals, and you all understand the bits that motivate you, the sacrifices you make, that are only personal to you as an individual. Right? But we're asking you all to come together and park some of those and understand actually. I mean, no one's going to put out a joint, pardon the pun, alright? There's some things that I'm going to have to face and sacrifice and have to wear, because the team's going to grow and get better. Remember the fulfilment stuff from last week? We're going to have to give some bits.
Kevin Sinfield is an amazing speaker. He speaks once a week in the mornings about sort of different successful teams from the past and maybe traits they've had, and we're just sort of having a very sort of relaxed look at those and sort of what we can take from those guys. So the first week we did on that was about the Chicago Bulls and Michael Jordan, and then we've looked at Man United and bits and bobs around them. So that's been interesting and sort of something a little bit different. And then we've got a meeting every week where one of the boys and a member of staff sort of speaks up and presents at the front about sort of their life, maybe something we all don't know about them, their heroes, maybe a hard time they've been through and stuff like that. But I think just seeing people get vulnerable with each other is great. I think it's been a big thing for us, on come Saturday.
See? Hey. Player of the match, apparently. A little bit shy. Hey, let me just prime the chest. Yeah, I like what I see. Right, the first one will look ugly. Yeah, that looked nice actually. 2 reps. There's 3.
We had a bit of a team pump session today. It was like backs v forwards on our upper limb exercise, and we did it was your 5 rep max, and then however many more you could do on the 5 rep max, basically got your points. And the backs managed to take the win today. I would say that we're probably lifting slightly less than the forwards, so it might be biased in that sense. But yeah, it was nice. It was kind of just to get a good vibe amongst the boys, and the lads flew into it, and just gave a really good vibe for the day. And then we flew into training. Really liking the word flew. We got stuck into training today. It was kind of a mixed kind of session with attack and defence, mainly focused more on defence today. But no, it was good. Boys obviously had a few days off, so bodies are mainly recovered from the weekend. And good start to the, it is Thursday, but a good start to the training week, and then I guess we'll build on it tomorrow and fly into it even more. Well, firstly, they're both a pair of clowns. But yes, besides that, they are, 2 of my closest friends really. Marcus, been one of my best friends since started playing age group together at probably 17, 18. And then Finn, obviously since coming through the Worcester Academy and his kind of journey through Worcester and then on to Northampton, we've also become quite close. I guess special moment on the weekend, me and Finn being able to take the field together for the first time, in terms of him starting at 10, which is quite nice. And obviously he was class all over the field. I didn't have any doubt that he wouldn't be able to step into that role and do a job. And just in general really, I guess the pair of them obviously been battling it out for the 10 shirt, and I think that's been such a healthy competition, not just for them but for the squad as well. I think on the weekend they complement each other really well, and obviously being able to get that important win at home against the French just shows really where we are as a team, and boys being able to interchange in positions and work together to get the best out of the team. I think it's been great.
Let's play!
Yes, it is a big day for him and for his missus, because it's Valentine's Day and his birthday. I have got him a present, but don't tell him that yet. I thought I'd get him a present this year, especially because we actually are here together. Big day for him. 26th birthday. Buzzing for him, and I'm sure his partner Beth will be having a lovely treat as well for Valentine's Day. Good to see him, and I'm sure they'll go for a nice dinner or something.
First thing we're going to do today is going to wish Marcus Smith a very, very happy birthday.
Dickie.
Luke and Dickie.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rocky. Happy birthday to you.
Let's be a team that's about our business. If we're about our business, we'll get the job done. Let's not allow external things to distract us. But fellas, I love the competition. Let's go. Let's take that into next week. Anything to add? Alice, Jamie, Fordy, Finn? No, all good. Finn, on you, bro.
Squeeze on 3.
Oh wow.
2, 3.